Back in 2007 to 2009 or so, after some really heavy blows, I kept a blog. It was my self-therapy, where I was trying to figure it all out, trying to understand my place in it all, regroup, turn the lights on, and reveal the monsters hiding under my bed, and find solid ground to confidently and reliably stand back up on. Every now and then, I go back to the blog to reread my thoughts back then, evaluating them through the lens I now view the world through.
It's okay to be broken. It's okay to laugh and cry. 'Cause when you try to see the problem, that means you figure.
In light of our society's current behaviors and some of the technology the wealthy want to pursue, Meta by Facebook, for example, one particular article has come to mind titled, "How Are the Changing Times Affecting Our Relationships?" And it went like this. Times have changed so much over the last few decades regarding relationships and commitment within a relationship. Roles between the difference between men and women, for one, have changed drastically. In an age where the man is no longer the sole provider of the family, but is now sharing that responsibility with the woman, and where many women are seeking to pursue a career over and above having a family or relationship, where it was once stereotyped as being a male trait to avoid commitment, has now become one that many women share equally with men. Now those women are rising in their careers and more than capable of supporting themselves and or their children without the help of a man. So many are choosing to conceive and raise their children on their own through the help of science, rather than to face the challenges that go along with a committed relationship. I find this whole concept very sad and distressing. First of all, children truly do need the guidance and influence of both the man and the woman to emotionally develop a healthy and complete outlook. And without the two-parent family being the norm now, the children will be raised also with the acceptance of a one-parent household. And as years pass, I fear the committed relationship between men and women will only grow more and more distant. Will there be a time in the future where it is unheard of for a couple to marry and become committed to one another? Will it become a strange sight, creating whispers and gossip when a couple is spotted walking hand in hand? Will you be scoffed at and looked upon with strange expressions when you choose to marry another? We are currently in an age where cell phone texting, computer emails, computer dating, social networks, and forums are the way communication is happening more and more between individuals, as opposed to even speaking on the phone, let alone meeting face to face to share a conversation. The distance between people is growing and growing. I personally need to hear my lover's voice throughout the day. Although a text message is nice because at least you know they are thinking of you, it could never compare to them actually taking the time to call me and allow me the pleasure of hearing their voice. It's like receiving plastic roses as opposed to a real bouquet.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life.
Somehow, I feel the blow-up Judy will become a much-needed item in the future.
What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say, listen to me.
I also fear that the further and further we move away from intimate relationships and lean more and more on impersonal relationships with one another, that we will lose our ability to communicate well on an in-person, one-on-one basis altogether. Not to mention losing our tolerance of one another and each of our separate idiosyncrasies more than we already are. Is this where we're headed? Sometimes I fear it is. Wow. Just look at us now, 13 years later. Mama would not be proud, as they say. People can't seem to get along at all anymore. Where teamwork was once important, now the proverbial my way or the highway appears to be the motto of the day. There are those that are paid and others that just relish going online and bullying others and set out to distress as many people as they can in a day and proud of themselves after a long day's work. Worse, others have opted to burn down cities, topple down statues, destroy as much as they can as their dissension of choice, as opposed to lifting each other up and desiring to bring out the best in each other, cooperation and compromise. Loved ones now seem to take pride competing for attention and the pedestal by chipping away at the other with little snides, snips, put-downs, and impatience. MSM and the childish politicians are relishing in creating division among us, all the while drumming that this is progress, and many seem to fall for it. It is filling their pockets at our expense. Is technology really progress? Is Alexa going to become our new best friend? Worse yet, are AI dolls going to replace relationships with real people?
So instead of going that way, I'm going to go this way.
After all, we can have complete control over how they behave and relate to us.
Son, listen to your mother.
We can just shut them down whenever we choose, and they won't care. We won't have to deal with other people's actions, reactions, beliefs that may conflict with our own, their idiosyncrasies, annoying habits. People won't have to work at relationships, won't have to bring anything to the table, won't have to try. Meta is being developed, so we won't have to communicate in person at all and just keep our asses on the couch and live our lives out and make believe. No need to go outside and experience the real world, people, nature. Is this what Utopia is supposed to be? I don't know about you, but for me, it can never replace a warm, living person having a long conversation about, well, anything.
Still cold. The whole thing goes up in flames.
Feeling a real person's warm arms around me, their hand in mine, hot, sweaty, running your hand across a warm animal's fur, having them lick your face, holding a baby in your arms and experiencing them smile up at you, children giggling and screaming with joy. How about experiencing and seeing the magnificent beauty this planet has for us? Learn, explore, see, touch, feel, smell, taste, conquer, create, experience the real thing. That is the life for me. What do y'all think? I want to thank y'all for stopping by. I'll see you soon.